Hello Maryland EMS professionals. We at EMT-CE.com created this video just for you, to make the recertification process as straightforward and stress-free as possible. Our goal is to help you quickly understand what's required, so you can renew your certification and get back to doing what matters most, serving your community. Let's get started. If you have specific questions about your unique recertification situation, we always recommend reaching out directly to your state EMS office. The contact information for the Maryland Department of Public Health is shown here. Here's a quick overview of the total continuing education hours required for each provider level in Maryland. For EMR, 12 hours, EMT, 24 or 40 hours, and Paramedic, 60 hours. Both the state of Maryland and the NREMT accept CAPCE-accredited courses for renewal. Every course on EMT-CE.com is fully CAPCE-accredited and ranges from 1 to 3 hours in length. Maryland has detailed recertification guidelines for each provider. Additionally, you may recertify using your NREMT, so we will discuss that renewal process later. Let's begin by discussing the state's requirements. To recertify as an EMR in Maryland, you must follow a few guidelines. First, you must complete an approved EMR skills refresher course worth 6 hours towards recertification. The other 6 hours are obtained by completing continuing education in 3 categories: medical, trauma, and a local option. You must complete 2 hours in each of these categories. If, as an EMR, you are operating an AED in your department, you must maintain affiliation with an EMS system. Lastly, you are not required to maintain your national registry. However, if you choose to do so, the requirements will be listed later. To recertify as an EMT in Maryland, you have 2 routes to choose from. The first route is through state CE requirements, which involve the guidelines listed here. A total of 24 hours of CE must be completed, but there is flexibility in how you reach those 24 hours. A minimum of 15 hours of CE must be completed in the topics listed to the right. 1 to 9 hours of the total 24 hours must be spent on technical skills. If your total skill time does not get you to the 24-hour requirement, you can complete the remaining hours in local content, individual CE, or any other Maryland-approved continuing education. Now, once you've reached your 24 hours, you have 2 things left to complete. Maryland requires completion of the 3 most recent years of annual medical protocols for EMS providers. These are specific Maryland EMS courses found on their website, but they do not count for the total 24 hours of CE. Lastly, you must maintain affiliation with an EMS operation program. If you wish to recertify both your NREMT and Maryland EMT license, you can follow the second route, which is the NCCP model as noted before. The NCCP is also the recognized model for NREMT and Paramedic recertification in Maryland. It breaks your required hours into 3 distinct components. The first bucket is the national component. This is the largest portion of your recertification. To satisfy this section, you'll need to complete a minimum number of hours in each of the core topic areas listed here. Our F5 webinars meet this national component exactly. However, keep in mind, this category can be completed using F3, the self-paced, or F5, the virtual instructor-led courses, both of which are available on EMT-CE.com. The second bucket is the local or state component. The state of Maryland does not currently require a specific course for this section. However, check with your agency. If they require any specific training or education topics, those should be included here. If your agency doesn't specify any required education, you can use the CE courses from our CAPCE-accredited CE course library to fulfill this section. The final bucket is the individual component. There is flexibility in this section so that you may select the courses that interest you most. The number of hours required here will also vary between provider levels. Once all 3 components are completed, you've met the continuing education requirements for recertification. Be sure to log into your account at maryland.gov to complete your renewal and upload any necessary documentation. Lastly, EMTs and paramedics in Maryland must maintain affiliation with an EMS operational program, regardless of how they recertify. We know EMS recertification can feel overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. At EMT-CE.com, we've helped tens of thousands of providers across the country recertify with ease. Here's how we make it easier. We are 100% online, offering self-paced or instructor-led courses. We have mobile-friendly access anytime, anywhere. We automatically track your progress toward all NCCP buckets. And certificates are ready for download the moment you finish. And we'll keep your records for future access at no additional cost, whether you're an actively paying customer or not. Ready to knock out your hours fast and hassle-free? Head over to EMT-CE.com and get started today.